What up, guys? Big up to XboxOne here, coming at you with a game of free-for-all on Carrier. But before we do that, I wanted to let you guys know that due to the support that we received last time, MLG has allowed me to put up another picture pack. And this time I decided to team up with my good friend, Tommy, or Temperance, you guys all know him, in this installment of a new thing that we're going to be doing, which is the Rivalry Series picture pack. Which is pretty much going to be OpTic versus another clan. If you have any suggestions of what clan we should do next, if we decide to do another one, please leave it in the comment section. Any suggestions would be appreciated. In the meantime, though, here is what it actually looks like. It's 80 Microsoft points. I'm sure that you guys all have a few 90 Microsoft points lying around. So this download is 80 Microsoft points, which is pretty cheap to be able to put either the OpTic Gaming logo or the OpTic versus FaZe logo. But anyway, what I'm about to show you right now is a gameplay I had on Carrier. Unfortunately, I didn't have any new gameplay, so I had to look for something that was already there. And in this case, it was this gameplay. It was a pretty cool gameplay. I was being shit-talked by somebody who said I was hard scoping, and I said something along the lines of, so what? So what if I was hard scoping? Hard scope, hard scope, hard scope. It's called scoping, or sniping, fella. You can use quick scope to seem cool in front of your friends, but it's not gonna happen with me. But anyway, we just got done watching the Xbox Live reveal. It was amazing. The new Xbox for me was such a cool thing, and I know that a lot of people sometimes just hate to hate because they want to seem as nothing impresses them. They want to see like I'm too cool to be impressed by cool things, but not me. I am a little kid when it comes to new technology, and the fact that the new Xbox is going to have, all the interactive possibilities that you're going to have with your TV, with controlling your cable box, your music. It's going to be the best entertainment center that there has been until now. Now, a lot of you may see it as like, well, we already have that. We already have live TV, live interaction, but we really don't if you think about it. The ability to switch over without having to press buttons, the voice command, it already exists. But if this works the way it showed on the demonstration, that I think that is one of those things that is just going to be amazing, guys. I think that the ability to control, everything with your voice is pretty sick, right? Changing the channel, whether it's by using movements of your hands or doing voice commands, I think either way it's a leap forward. It's a leap forward. And obviously, the power is going to be very, very powerful, as they mentioned. I'll put some of the information on where you can see, a detailed specification of everything that's going to be on there. But, just skimming over the few highlight points, I think that they're moving in the right direction. I think that they have truly captured the things that are needed or things that are wanted in Xbox, to really turn it into that, that piece of entertainment that you need in your room for you not to want to get up from your seat. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. I'm obviously not condoning or accepting or saying that it's okay to sit on your ass and not do any physical activities for hours on end. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if you chose to, that this is the thing to do. If I'm in the middle of playing and a Skype call comes in, for me not to have to turn around and look at my computer, that's gonna be crucial, right? Especially all you guys that are in clans, all you guys that are in esports, all you guys that are in certain organizations that you guys use Skype to communicate. Some of you even use Skype as your main source of voice because some of you can't connect to parties, and and to having 300,000 servers. For the Xbox Live, that's amazing. It may not necessarily be for a specific game, but the fact that you're not going to be able to have to wait for updates, you're going to have to be able to wait for certain things, is pretty commendable. And to be honest, guys, I mean, I know it's a new thing, and maybe that's why I'm hyping up about it, and that's why I'm so excited about it, but I am truly excited because of all the the new things that they're gonna come. I'm not too big into sports games. I'm big into sports, not sports games, and all that stuff may not be appealing to me, but it is gonna be appealing to a wider audience. And the fact that I was really happy about this, especially the fact that they didn't change the shape of the controller, into something completely different. If you think about the real Xbox One, the first Xbox, had a massive controller, and then they switched it over to the controller that you are currently holding in your hands if you play Xbox. It really has a perfect shape, so much that I've often said and wondered that maybe one of the reasons that I don't play on PS3 that much is because the controller itself is not as good as I would like it to be, or it's not as big as I would like it to be. And this one seems right along the shape that we currently have on the current one. So, you know, I think that's going to be a pleasant surprise. Not a pleasant surprise, but it was a pleasant surprise to see that not a lot is going to be changed from there. Obviously, there's going to be some modifications to it, and they had to do that. They can't just release a brand new Xbox without moving or shaping or reshaping the controller the way they did with the first one. In this case, they didn't go to an extreme like they did, because from the first Xbox to the Xbox 360, it was a complete and utter change. I'm talking about, and in like a crazy change from the controller. And I think that them keeping it the way it is pretty awesome. I really hope that they have some they leave themselves open for some, you know, outside development, outside engineering from company like Scuff. Obviously, you know, it's pretty obvious that, you know, 2 fingers or 4 fingers that we use on a controller cannot, you know, possibly be enough to work over 20 functions that are needed in order to work the controller. But that's neither here or there. The Xbox itself, I think, looked pretty amazing. It was kind of big, which was expected, right? You expect it to be more powerful, and right now, you know, where we are with technology, I obviously, you know, assumed that it was going to be, you know, a little bit bigger than what we currently have it. Obviously, that's going to be a pain for a lot of us, since we already have our setups pretty much mapped out as to how we want them. But overall, I think that, you know, once we make the adjustments, and once we try it out, and if it works the way it's advertised, if it works the way they just displayed it on screen, I think that we are all going to be very, very happy about it. The ability to go from your Xbox to sports to TV to movies is amazing. And how about that sports? You know, talking about sports, the ability to integrate a fantasy football or a fantasy whatever you have into your screen as you're watching ESPN, that's amazing. Like that is Xbox listening to a key demographic, which is obviously the male demo from, you know, 18 to, you know, 34. You know, we all play video games, watch sports. Some of us, you know, do fantasy leagues, and they literally, you know, listened. They literally asked and did enough research to know that this would appeal to a lot of people. You know, I don't play fantasy, but I was excited because this will excite my friends. You know, this is something that my friends are gonna like, and that's awesome. That's a huge leap into the future, I think, and I'm quite excited. Again, please let me know what you guys feel, or how you guys feel about the new Xbox. If you guys wish they would have done something different, or wish that they are going to have something else, please leave it in the comment section. Please remember to leave a like if you like this video. Until next time, guys, as always, this has been OpTic HECZ. I'm out. Peace. Guys, I forgot to mention that if you guys want to purchase the picture pack that's listed on the screen, don't forget to, one, tell me your thoughts on the Xbox. Tell me what team you'd like to see on the Rivalry Series next. And also, I'm going to leave a link in the description for you guys to go directly to there so you can download it there. Until next time, as always, this has been OpTic HECZ. I'm out. Peace.